So I guess we are ready to start. So first of all, thank you so much for being here. It's a pleasure for me to present to you because I think this information is so important for everybody, whether you're in a leadership position or not, with whatever you do. Okay, I'll tell you a little bit about myself and what we're going to talk about. My name is Yulia, and I'm an international student here to be. This is my last year. I'm majoring in behavioral science with family studies emphasis, and I love every minute of it because I learn about people and their behavior and why they do what they do. Isn't that cool? I can apply this knowledge into the leadership, and this is awesome. Okay, so I grew up in Ukraine. I have a degree from Ukraine, so this is my second degree. My first degree languages. So I love studying about languages, studying about people, about cultures, and I believe this is something that helped me to, as I think, be successful in leadership. Okay. I've been involved all my life, from my kindergarten to this point. In the kindergarten, I would dance and do theater performances. In high school, I was a high school president. I was the president of the high school newspaper. I was over the student life and retention. And in the university that I attended in Ukraine, I did different activities, so I was over the student life. And I really liked it. And to this point, I'm involved with USA. I work as a education leader, and I did the housing involvement too, and I'm a foundation ambassador. So, as you can hear, the workload is big, right? Is it really healthy? Not really. And we'll talk about this, why it's not really healthy, and what we can do about it. Okay. So in this presentation, the gift and the curse, we're going to do a little discussion too, because this is what I believe how we learn through each other's experiences. We all have different experiences, and you guys related to me, and I related to you because you're leaders, I'm a leader. We all have something similar. Okay, we all have something to share. So the gift and the curse. And the reason why I decided to choose this topic because when I attended the conference in DC with student government, it really brightened my understanding about leadership and what am I doing. And I really wanted to share this information with you because this is something that made me think about why am I doing what I'm doing? How much time it takes me to do things. Is it helpful for me? How can I help others? And am I fully contribute something to the position that I'm in? And that's what we're going to talk about. So the most important questions that we need to ask ourselves before we entering any leadership position, before we even apply, before we even thinking about that, is what is my long-term goals? And you all have note papers in your backpacks. So take them out. We're going to do some activities. You might want to write down something. Again, this is not just my information. This is information that I think is really, really useful for you. So first of all, think about your long-term goal. Long-term goal can be 5 years from now, 10 years. It's up to you. For example, you would like to be a student body president, right? So what do you need to do now in order to achieve that, right? So any different goals, so long-term goals, think about that. And then while you do that, and before you apply to any leadership organization, think about how would this position help me to get closer to my goal? Why is it important? Because anything that you involve in right now will be helpful. But is it something that helps you to get closer to your long-term goal? Or is it something that you just enjoy doing? trust me, if you cut off things that are not really important and related to your long-term goal, you will be more successful and productive with your time and with your leadership. Another question is, how much time would it take me to be at this position? How much time would that position require from me on the top of everything else that I have in mind? The example will be go and talk with someone who's been in this position before. Ask a reality questions. How much time did it take you to be in this position? Because we all have a description. It probably will take you 10 to 15 hours, right? It depends on the position. But in reality, sometimes we spend more than that, right? To be fully dedicated to the position. How much available time do I have personally? Because we all have lives after school. We have families, we have friends, we have social life, you have jobs probably. How many of you have a job? So, majority of you, right? How many of you full-time students? So, majority of you, see what I'm talking about? So, how much time do I have left after everything that I'm doing for this position? Do I have an ability to give 100% to this position? Or am I taking too much? So this is something that you really need to think about before you committed to any position. And what can I do about this? After you explore all these questions, think about what can you cut back? What is something that you involved in right now is not related to your long-term goal? Probably there will be something that you can cut back. You can return to this later and do it for fun or when you achieve that goal. But right now, as we are students, that's what we're talking at the orientation for the freshman students. We're telling them, get involved right away. Don't wait. The reason why? Because, like I mentioned the example of the student body president. It just because of the elections and things like that, but this is just an example. If your goal is to become a student body president, if you want to be involved, my advice, get an experience. Get involved with other organizations, get to know them, how they work. Get involved with UUSA, get to know them, how they work. So you can have that experience and you will know, okay, I like this, I don't like this. I still want to be a student body president, or I don't want to be, but this is too much for me. Before you do it, okay? Work smarter. You all have people in your organizations. You don't work by yourself, you work as a team together. So delegate your work. Try to empower people, not just do yourself, because let's be honest, how many times we thought, well, I'll just do it myself because, well, I know how to do it, I've done it so many times, I'll just do it myself, right? Done it? Yes, guilty, right? Me too. But try to teach people, delegate to them. You will empower them, and also it will take a lot of workload from you as well. Think this way. Why do you take so many responsibilities at the first place? What is the reason? Answer to yourself. Why do you want to be involved in so many things at the same time? High school and college is different. When I was in high school, I was involved in so many different things and I did well. I managed my academics. I thought, fine, this is cool, I got this. I came to college. I got involved in 4 different organizations at the same time. Did I do it? Yes. Let's be honest, did I do it 100% to each one of them? This is hard. This is really difficult. This takes much more time than in high school. And we all have this experience that looks like we're busy because we're doing stuff, we're going around, back and forth, but nothing gets done. So evaluate your work. Think about those things that you involve right now and evaluate and think like, well, am I doing 100% what is required or not? Or am I doing 25%? And illusionary multitasking. We all do multitasking. But sometimes this is not the best idea. So you need to be aware of it when you do multitasking. And right now, to kind of get a feel of it, we'll do a little activity. So what you're going to do, the activity will take around 10 minutes and then we'll talk about this, okay? We'll open to the discussion because I really want to hear what you can say, and this is how other people can learn from your experience as well. So on your paper, write down from 1 to 10 or more, I don't know how many, everything that you are involved in right now. It doesn't include only leadership. If you have a family, if you have kids, write down that. Write down that maybe you're taking them to school. Or if you have a job, write down that too. So everything that's going on in your life right now, all the responsibilities that you have, either at school, at home, elsewhere, write them down. And then next to it, we'll take a week length. Write down how much time does each one of them take in a week. So for example, if you are working, how much time per week this work takes, and so on and so forth. So we'll take 3 to 4 minutes to do that. Okay? After you've done this assignment, think about what can you possibly cut off. What is something, I hope that you all wrote your long-term goal. So if you didn't, write down your long-term goal that you would like to achieve. And then write down all the responsibilities and how much time does it take you to do all of them per week. And then at the end, think about something that you can cut off. This activity really opened my eyes. And the reason why, because you can see actually how much time do you have available and how busy you are. And can you manage everything 100%? And we'll talk about this later. Just put the total hours after that. And do a little bit of math. For a week. The week. And when you're done, just look at me and say, you know, So write down all the responsibilities that you have that take time. And if you don't really know how much time it takes, just do approximately. It doesn't have to be precise. It'll take about a minute more. Finish up. So right now we're gonna just talk, okay? I want you to share your experiences with this activity. Were you amazed? Were you surprised? Were you not surprised of how much time does it take for you to get everything done in a week? Share your experiences. What did you find out about your week load? Yes.
I was thinking that one of my responses is like I waste time in between activities. So I can handle all the activities and the things I'm doing, and I don't know about them right now, so I know what I'm doing. But I was like, there's a lot of small chunks of time that I could use in completing activities instead of saying, oh, I'm gonna watch 3 YouTube videos and then go do this assignment. So that's what I think to work on.
So time management, right? So it can be organized better. Okay, thank you so much. Yes.
So I didn't realize how much time my priorities were already taking. Like for school, I had about 27 hours a week for classes, and then some more hours for homework. My relationship takes up quite a bit of time, and so. But I also am involved in other things like youth mentors and clubs and other things. And I just didn't realize how many things I already need to commit my time to before I'm working on all these extra things that aren't a priority.
Is this something that you can cut off, possibly?
They're definitely something like
Okay. Now let's do, when you're participating, just state your name so we will all get to know you a little bit better, right? Thank you.
My name is Yulia, and I'm taking fewer credits this semester, but some of them are more time intensive than the previous semester. So I'm in 9 credits of classes, but I actually have 17 hours of class, and I didn't realize that.
Right. Thank you so much. Who else wants to share? What did you discover about yourself? Yes.
I just noticed that like all these things that I wrote down, sometimes I feel super fulfilled in them, and sometimes I don't. Like for example, if it's like classes, and I'm like all super organized, I'm doing it, man, I'm doing good. Sometimes it's like, okay, no, you know? And so I think like what you're talking about, like committing 100% to that all the time, and just having like, I guess, a long-term vision for each of these, that's what I've noticed is that I can have more, I guess, like commitment for each of them, and it's just like, oh, well, if I'm probably doing it, like putting in the time, but am I committing, am I giving myself to that specific commitment, especially in the time.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, I'm Joe.
Thank you. So hopefully, by doing this activity, you see there is only so much time a week. And sometimes we tend to take so many responsibilities on us. And yes, they're beneficial, hopefully they are, Yes, you would learn something from it, but do they allow you to take the step closer to your long-term goal? Because this is what you do eventually here at school. You are learning to become someone. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. This is why you do any leadership activity or any organization that you involve with, because you would like to gain an experience. And yes, let's not forget about incentives, like maybe you receive scholarships, maybe you receive hours of volunteer work, whatever it might be. It's all great. But when you see your week and everything that you need to do, can you commit 100% to what you're signing for? So this is something really important to do. And hopefully after this activity, you can see what is it something that you can cut off to get more time. So you can dedicate this time to maybe one position. Or maybe you need more time for your family. That will benefit you, that will be more helpful for your long-term goal than right now at the moment. And again, the ability to say no one else can do better than I, this is not a healthy way. Delegate your work. If you're involved, if you're working with people, delegate your work, empower them, teach them, and they will help you, and they will feel important. And then you'll see that your work is more productive because of your team, because of the people that you're working with. And think, when you wrote all your activities, think about those that you get the least results from. Probably this is something that you put less work into. So think about those. And don't overcommit. You need to learn how to say no. This is my problem. I've been struggling with this a lot. I wanted to be involved in everything I could, and I did. I didn't ever think about time commitment because I thought, well, I can do it. I've done it before, I have an experience, so I didn't think about that. But when I faced the truth, I realized that I say yes to everything. But it doesn't mean that you're a good person. But saying yes to everything, you're saying, I can't give you 100%, just 25, because you can't do all of this load for 100%. You will be too overwhelmed. So by saying yes to everything, you're saying, basically, sorry, yeah, I'll do it, but probably this is not going to be awesome and perfect, so just so you know, because I'm too busy. Learn how to say no. And if you have any questions about how to say no, we'll talk about that. And of course, stress management. We're all talking about all this crazy, overwhelming thing. Let's talk about us, okay? Stress management is one of the most important things when we are involved. We need to understand that. And it is different for every single individual. So this is just basic information, what I found the most helpful, but it's going to be different for everybody, okay? Take one day off for yourself. Maybe more, if you have a chance. It will be better. But at least, if you're busy like me, take one day off for yourself. Do something that you really like, with people that you love, or by yourself, doesn't matter. You have to have that time for yourself. You can't be go, go, go 24/7, 7 days a week. It is impossible. We are human beings. Our body it's in biology, right? Our body is alive. It needs to have rest and that energy from something that we like. So always remember that. Excuse me. Take at least 15 minutes a day for yourself to rest. And I know this is kind of like 15 minutes, what? But when you're busy, sometimes it's really hard to do. Just let everything go, sit down, and take 15 minutes for yourself. It's a great exercise, and if you do it constantly, you'll find that 15 minutes is enough to start your body again and work more productive. So 15 minutes, do breaks. Build in time to exercise several times a week. This is again one of the most important things that you can do. Exercise, take care of your body. We are busy. A lot of times, from my experience, I hear in the office, whether it's UBUSA or different office, like, man, I forgot when last time I went to the gym, or when I went to the run, and stuff like that. And, you know, people would laugh about that, oh yeah, me too, and stuff like that, but this is important. Our body can shut down. See, when we're not taking care of our body, and it is going to be mentioned on the next slide, I call it no sleep zones, okay? In your leadership, there shouldn't be a phrase, no sleep zone. But oftentimes, we're students, this is the case. We're staying up late, maybe all night to do our homework or get ready for our finals because we sometimes procrastinate. I do it sometimes. Or we have so much workload that we can't handle it. But some of you probably perfectionists and you're committed to something and you have to get it done. And you might maybe forgot to delegate the workload to someone else, so you're doing everything by yourself. No sleep zone. Well, I'll just stay up all night, I'll get it done, I'll catch up on my sleep on the weekend. Well, guess what? Our body can shut down. It doesn't understand when you say, I have a test tomorrow, I have to work. It can shut down, and that's when you're going to have major problems. Okay? Know yourself. Know when you operate more efficient. Meaning, are you a morning person? Are you an evening person? Do you like to get up early and do the job and get it done? And then be free. Or maybe you're the one who loves to sleep. I do love to sleep a lot. And you're more productive during the evening time. So know yourself, know how you function better, and do the task, perform the task in the best time for you. It applies the same way to your team. Know your teammates. Know when they operate better. If you are a president or you have a position where you are over some group of people, know the people that you're working with. Delegate the task according to their abilities. If you know that Amanda, for example, works better in the morning, she's more productive, she has more energy, delegate the task that you need to get done to her in the morning. Don't ask her to stay late at night to do the stuff because, well, she won't be able to fully complete it 100%. So this is important. Reevaluate your involvement. So reevaluation is really important. Something that you involve right now, something maybe we do example with freshmen, big rocks and small rocks. Big rocks is the most important things right now for you, right, that you're focusing on. And small rocks are smaller things. So put your priorities first, but they can change in the time of your involvement. Right now, maybe your big rocks, maybe your priorities is school, job, or maybe family, or maybe your position. After your graduation, it will be different. It will be probably family, a job, or something else. So re-evaluation is really, really important. Do this activity constantly, maybe once a year, or maybe often as you need. And know your team and no sleep zone, like I said. Remember, you take the ownership and you are responsible. Don't blame others for something that's not being done. This is the smart work. If you know, but sometimes when we delegate the work and something is not done, we get frustrated, things like that. There's a lot of things that we can learn from it. Maybe we need to spend more time with this person to explain what really we need them to do. So remember, don't take responsibility and ownership. Don't blame others that the event is not successful because somebody didn't do their job. Remember, you're a student leader and this is your primary responsibility. Make sure that everybody knows what they need to do. And if you know that you cannot do the job 100%, say it. If somebody will come to you and say, hey, I need your help. This event is coming up and I'm busy, I can't get it done, can you help me? If you know that you're busy, there's so many things that you need to do, tell this person no. But not saying like, no, I can't. Explain. Say, you know, I would like to help you. But in the present moment, I have so many things going on. So if I'll say yes, I want you to understand that it's not going to be 100%. Are you willing to do that? Or, as a student leader, you know a lot about different resources on campus or elsewhere. If you don't have time or you don't have an ability to help this person, find someone who can. Tell them about different resources that they can go to and ask for help. Be a leader. And remember, everybody have office hours. So don't feel like you are obligated to answer all the questions, to stop in the hallways and talk to every student about everything. There's going to be a lot of questions. There's going to be a lot of students who need help. Refer them to your office hours. Say, you know what, I have responsibility going on right now, but I have office hours that you can go to, and I would love to help and talk to you about that. Use business cards. This is really helpful. This is how students can find you, and this is how they can connect with you. So write down your information and say, you know what, I'm busy right now, but here's my business card. You're welcome to email me, call me, whatever you use. Stop by my office if you have one, and we can chat. We can make an appointment. We can get it done. The organization is the most important. And final thoughts, and we'll open to the questions. Always list things that will help you to achieve your long-term goals. And strive to do that right now. Think about your position that you're involved with. How it will benefit you, and what can you give to the position as well? How can you help students? Involve other organizations. This is my favorite. There's so many of them. And this actually conference is really helpful to get to know others. See what they can do. Maybe you can go to a club or another student council and ask, hey, I know you're involved with this. We have this event going on. Would you be willing to make a presentation? Would you be willing to combine our efforts and provide food for this event? Anything like that will help. So involve others, involve clubs. It will delegate the job better. You'll get done more. You empower and bring more students into your event. And have fun. This is one of my favorite thing to do. I like to have fun in everything I do. Because this is why you're here. You're here not just to go to school and do your academics. It's boring sometimes. Have fun with everything you do. Try to squeeze all the positive and get the experience of your lifetime. Throughout my experience at UVU, I've participated in so many things, and they're amazing. I'm a proud Wolverine, not just because I go to UVU, but because I take everything that I can possibly take, and I have fun with it. So my advice for you, have fun, get involved, get to know people, get to know their names. It's really important. And you will be surprised how they can help you to achieve your goals, and also how they can help you with your job as well. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to present for you, and we'll open this audience for if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Do you have any questions? Yes.
So you said that like you shouldn't say yes unless you make a commit to 100%. And obviously right now you're involved in a lot of things. How are you able to say yes to all those things versus when you first got here you said it was number one. So what changed versus from then to now so you could, you know?
Great question. Thank you. Exactly. I wasn't able to say yes. That's why when I was involved in 4 different organizations at the same time, this is when I realized that I can't do them 100%. So I've done them. I had a great experience. But this is when I needed to evaluate my work. I realized that I'm not committed 100% to any of them because I just simply can't with everything that's going on. So I had to do this exercise to see what is it something that, because I didn't want to cut off anything. Everything was beneficial, I can say. But when I did this exercise, I realized that, okay, what is it my long-term goal? What do I want to accomplish? Who do I want to become? And what on this list, what are the things that kind of like fun, but they're not bringing me closer to my long-term goal? And I had to say no to some of them.
So like asking yourself those questions really gave you really the means to
Right.
go on with that.
This is the most important that you can do for yourself. It will help you and it will help people that you work with. Because you will be able to spend this time with a student. You will be able to organize this activity 100% because you have that extra time. But if you don't, you simply don't. That's why we're doing this. Good question. Thank you. Anything else? Yes.
So sometimes I find it hard to delegate, because like everyone's busy, especially like a pre-work environment where people aren't getting paid and kind of work sometimes other than like our overall organization mission. And so how do you delegate and encourage people to get involved whenever there's no real incentive so that way you can take a break?
Great.
Because oftentimes like I find myself because
So this is when your office hours will get handy. Get to know people that you're working with on the personal level. Talk to them one-on-ones. We call it one-on-ones, right? In our leadership. Talk to them. See what their life story, what they're interested in, what they're doing outside of this organization. To just have an idea how busy they are, what they're interested in. So what are you interested in? To have an idea what job will be better for them to do. Again, like I said, get to know people when they work better. Are they a morning person? Are they an evening person? So you can know that if I have this event in the morning, I know that this group of people will be more productive. If I have this event in the evening, probably will be better to delegate this job to these people because they work better in the evening. You know what I'm saying? Did I answer? All right. Well, thank you so much for coming. There's another session over here. Phil Barney, I'm his assistant right now. I love him. So he has a lot to say to you. And he has a lot of experience. So if you would like, just stay here and join the next session. Thank you.